Hey, this is Manny with Not Waiting to Live, and in this video, I'm going to show you the 4 types of ladders that I'm going to use right now to paint this house all by myself. And I'm going to tell you exactly why I'm using each specific ladder for that specific situation. And I'm also going to add in, here's one ladder that most people like to buy at home, most DIYers, home folks. I've got that with me today, and I'm not even going to use that ladder. I'll tell you why at the end. All right, first up, we're going to look at a 24-foot aluminum ladder. This is made by Werner, and this is a lightweight ladder. I'm using this to paint the gutters, which are about maybe 14 or 15 feet off the ground. And what I like about this ladder, it's lightweight. It's easy to move along the line of the gutter, and then I can even extend this as I need to hit the lower pitch. I'll tell you why I'm not going to use it to hit one of those higher pitches in a second. But one of the reasons I bought this ladder, when you're working on a situation or house like this where maybe you have uneven ground, sloping ground, the ladder, this particular one, has adjustable legs that can get me that extra few inches that I need. But the main benefit here is the mobility. The downside of this ladder is once you really get close to 20 to 24 feet, which ladders don't go that long, by the way. A 24-foot ladder might only extend like 17 feet at an angle, so be aware of that. It's not like what's advertised. Once you fully extend that ladder, it becomes very weak and you start to sag, and it's a little unnerving. So I want to skip ahead and show you what's going on here. This pitch is about 25 feet, and so this is a 32-foot fiberglass ladder, also made by Werner. They're just a highly rated product. I think they also own the company Keller that you might be familiar with ladders. They sell at other stores like Menards. They'll have Keller products. But this is a heavier, this is a 70-pound ladder, but it's much more stable and gave me the confidence to go all the way up and paint that peak, which was a little nerve-wracking. So the benefit here is stability, length. You know, I needed every inch of my van to fit that ladder. I don't know how most people get haul their 16-foot ladder around, I guess, with a ladder rack. But the downside, really hard to use as one person, but it's still possible. I did it. So here's another type of ladder that I like to use in a situation like this where, okay, I've already power washed the trim here. I want to get up and prime it. A little handy step ladder like this. I think that's made by Gorilla. I love that product. A bonus, this isn't a ladder, but a platform I love to use. Another Gorilla little platform gives me less time moving the ladder. So I'm making moves less often. I love to use this inside, painting ceilings, painting trim. If you are going to buy one of these, definitely get the 30-inch adjustable height, because you're going to want that extra, 10 inches, especially if you get a situation with 9 or 10-foot ceilings. And then the last type of ladder over here I want to show you, the fourth type, this is an A-frame ladder. And the reason I have this deployed here, one, there's not really a good place to put a traditional extension ladder. Two, this is easy to move around and deploy. So I can just set it up, start priming the gutters. Just a reminder, always use a bonding primer when you're painting gutters. Do not just put paint on top of the gutters. It'll crinkle or crack. It doesn't look good. But this A-frame, 10-foot A-frame's perfect. They make some a little bit larger. The downfall is, the disadvantage of this ladder is it's limited in how it's deployed. So it takes up a certain space at the bottom. If you want to get much bigger than this, a 12 or a 14-foot A-frame, that's great. But now you really need a big vehicle like my van to haul something like that. And so, speaking of my van, here's the one ladder I don't use. You might recognize this. This is one of those, do everything ladders. It's an A-frame. Oh, it's an extension ladder. Oh, break it apart and it can be a platform. Well, what it really is, it's something I always have with me in the van. So even if I'm not painting, I've got that with me in the van. But it's super heavy and inconvenient. So I don't want to lug it around there. I don't want to unfold it and make it into an A-frame. And to do something like that is impossible. To do something like that is really heavy. It's really tough to work with. And to move that from side to side, it's not worth it. So I hope you found this video useful if you're painting your house. You can check out my channel. I've got other advice on painting. I tell you about the #1 mistake that DIY painters make. And also you got to check out my video about how to properly wrap an extension cord. So whether you're a DJ or a DIY home user, you're going to love that tip on how to wrap an extension cord.